Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Well, no sooner than I said it, I knew it was going to happen. This is textbook. This is predictable. This is easy. This is just like common sense when it comes to this particular individual when it comes to Triple G. It appears that Triple G already has his next Uber driver fight lined up against a guy by the name of Camille um, Zameta, something like that. But this is what I'll tell you about this dude. This dude is not. This dude is not trying to be one of the best that ever did it. And this is just proof because he continues to fight these type of dudes. Now, it's amazing how people say, well, what has Demetrius Andrade did to deserve a fight? What has Charlo done? What has Derevyanchenko done? But he turns around and fight these dudes. Who is this dude? Triple G ain't trying to be great. He just trying to get by. And when I say that his whole career is a sham, it's a sham. And I know people gonna thumb the video down, which I like, because the truth hurts. This man only is interested in fighting Canelo because that leads to a payday for him. Now, they're saying if he can get past this dude, the next fight will be more than likely a third fight with Canelo, which he's going to be stopped in that fight, and then he'll probably retire. And then when you go over Triple G's career, it is no way you can sit up here with a straight face and say that Triple G is a first ballot Hall of Fame fighter. At the end of the day, a lot of people back Triple G up because of one reason, because he was not a black fighter. And he was carefully put in the ring with carefully picked opponents. Guys that either had a lot of wear and tear on them or didn't have a lot of experience. And they built him up based off his power because he was knocking out a whole bunch of tomato cans. So then basically the media builds him up and say they've never seen anything like him, when I have, and it's called an overrated fighter. So some people started to buy into the Kool-Aid. But then once he fought Kell Brook, and Kell Brook was able to touch him up, and people was like, he stopped Kell Brook, but Kell Brook had some success against him. Then you also seen it in the Daniel Jacobs fight. Then he had the two fights with Canelo. Now people are gonna say, oh, well, he was robbed against Canelo in both fights. Well, at the end of the day, he didn't win it. Should have knocked Canelo out. So, but this is gonna be his legacy. This dude is not a Hall of Fame fighter. How are you a Hall of Fame fighter when your resume is filled with these type of dudes? And like I said before, go ahead. I know somebody gonna come on here and say, go ahead and say, oh, you just don't like him because he's not black. Oh, go ahead, you're a racist. Oh, you're a hater. Yeah, go ahead. Because it still ain't gonna prevent me from saying what I want to say. Because I'm gonna continue to make these videos about Triple G because he ain't trying to be great. Here you have Charlo, been waiting for over a year for his chance, but you won't give him a chance. Demetrius Andrade, you won't give him a chance. You ducked Derevyanchenko to fight a dude who hadn't fought in 2 years. Then you fight Derevyanchenko. You have a life and death fight with him, which most people think you lost. But then, of course, you don't want to run it back. You had a life and death fight with Daniel Jacobs, another fight that a lot of people thought you lost, but you won't run it back with him. But then you got people trying to solidify you as one of the greatest middleweights that ever lived. Are you kidding? As I said before, Triple G could not have beat Bernard Hopkins, Marvin Hagler, Mike McCallum, Julian Jackson, I don't think none of those dudes would have lost to Triple G. I'm just keeping it 100. He wouldn't have even been able to, and as far as Roy Jones Jr. Let's not even have that conversation. James Toney, let's not even have that conversation. Both of them, they destroyed Triple G. But somehow, some way, this dude been getting promoted in marketing as he an all-time great when he actually a all-time fake. Because he fights these type of guys on a regular basis at that. But then when you get a guy like me that fairly critiques his resume, I get, you know what I'm saying, I get a lot of hate, I get talked about, I get called out of my name because his fans can't stand it because they know it's the truth. And people mad because for years I've been debunking Wack Kellerman and, you know, Jim Simply Lampley about Triple G and a lot of other people because he isn't that good. And he's 37 years old. 37 years old and a god-awful resume. That's just facts. And even if he had beat Canelo, that still wouldn't put him on all-time great status. It would have been a good win. But keep in mind, Canelo lost to Floyd. So it is what it is, man. And people just need to accept the truth about this dude. He ain't that good, man. Anyway, this your boy Tim Biz. I'm out.